What's up, y'all? And how are y'all doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing all right. You know, I'm doing all right, and no complaining. I just wanted to touch base on the break-in that happened to the happily couple, the arrival up over there in the Gambia, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit on how to avoid those type of situations, and also how to handle them when they do occur. That's what I wanted to touch base. You know, the arrival. One guy came pausing. He paused as a peace officer, and thank God that in the end, he was apprehended. The real police came and got him, and that's how they do. That's how they do it. One guy, one of the people who did it, actually the people who did the break-in, they would come and pause as a police officer coming to help. When in reality they're the one who did it. They are coming to read your mood, your intention. They want to know what you know and what you don't know. Usually that's that's the people, like the guy who went to the arrival and pretended to be a police officer who was going to help him in the investigation. He wasn't a police officer, and thank God he got arrested, even though they couldn't keep him because they had no reason. They had no proof to keep him. He made bail, and he's gone, and that thing is I mean, he's free. He's free, even though my gut feeling tells me he knows something. He knows something. He knows about who did what. He knows about the break-in. He probably was the one who did it. But that's how they do it. The guy who did the break-in, or they would do it as a group, and one has to go to read your intention. For example, like I'm here. If somebody came to my house, if somebody broke into my house and took stuff out of my house, what out of the people who did it, if it was one guy who did it, he will or she will send somebody to talk to me, to read my mood, to see what I'm up to, because people got means of getting back at people who stole from them. One of those is the juju. It's popular in Africa. Like if you stole from somebody, they would go and talk to I don't know how to call those people. I don't know what they're called, but those people it's the juju type of thing. It's like it's a juju. Like if you did something, if you stole from somebody, they will go to those people who would do something to whoever stole your stuff. Like they will like do some prayers or something, and send evil spirit to whoever took your stuff, and most of the time, it works. Like most of the time the juju works. I mean, that thing is real. I'm not 100% sure, but I know from experience that actually works. I mean, in some case, there are people who are that powerful that if you got your things stolen and went to them, complain about your thing being stolen, they will ask you like, do you want those people to get hurt? Do you want us to do something? Here in Africa, they got that culture of backstabbing. So if you stole from somebody, from a local over here, when they go to the juju guy, most of the time they will ask for you to be for you to die. They will ask for the juju guy, to finish you, like to get done, to get rid of you. That's why, for the most part, when there's a robbery, these people want to come back to your property to read your mood, to see what you're thinking, to see if you are thinking about going to those people who do juju stuff. Because if for any sense, if they sense that you are going to go that way, you know what, they are going to try to bring your stuff back. So I hate that rooster. Just beware, just beware that after a robbery, after somebody has stolen from your property, when people come right away to talk to you, pretending or posing as law enforcement, looking to help, for the most part, they want to read your thought. They want to see what you're thinking. They want to know if you are going to go the juju route, because most people are afraid of that, and they are afraid of that because it works for the most part. People over here, they work hard, to get their things, and if you steal from them, for the most part, you are done. You are done. And we are easy target. We are easy target because we don't know we don't go the juju route. Like, we don't know how to do those type of stuff. We don't even think about doing that to people. We don't think about going to the juju guy, like asking to do something to whoever stole our property. We do not do that. I swear to God, that rooster makes me want to get out my house and start throwing rocks to him. I swear to God, and that rooster is not even mine. It's the neighbor rooster. He's always over here. I don't know why. Like, he lives like a couple of feet away from my house, but he's always here and don't even know how to respect me. I'm doing this, I'm talking to my people, and he's over here, making that sound and interrupting. So why are we easy target? Because we, for the most part, don't know how to go the juju route. If we knew how to go the juju route, if we showed that we could go that way, they wouldn't mess with us. It takes one victim to let everybody know that this guy does not play. If you take his stuff, he's going to go see the juju guy, pay some money, and whoever, they got all kinds of stuff. Like, they got all kinds of things that they would do to you. They might get you to lose your mind and start walking naked in the middle of the street, because there's a lot of people in Africa who do walk naked in the middle, like in the street. Like, they sleep in the street too, and all those people, they have done something in the past, and they threw curse at them. The juju guy cursed at them. So it's the least they would do to you is to send a curse for you to go crazy, to lose your mind, and start walking naked for everybody to see you. You will never recover from that, unless maybe you admit, you confess to what you have done. For the most part, they will give you a delay. They will tell you, like, sometimes they will make an announcement. Whoever the victim is will make an announcement, like, I got my things stolen. I'm giving whoever took my stuff a week. If I don't get my stuff back, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And when those announcements are made, for the most part, people will return the stolen good. And if you don't return them, whatever comes next, it's on you. So that's what the guy who came posing as a police officer, that's what he was. That was his intention. His intention was to read the mind of Terry, and Kenny, and that was the intention. The intention was just to read their mind, to see what they are up to, what they're going to do, and report to whoever set them. Or maybe he's the one who actually did the break-in, So that's what they do. Another thing that you should do, the first thing that you should do is to you got to avoid being robbed. You have to avoid all those break-ins in the first place. That's the best advice that I would give, is to avoid those break-ins. The way you do it is all the people who are around you, you got to give them a buffer. Your neighbors, the people you are cool with, you got to have a buffer. You don't never let them cross that buffer. You gotta have your buffer zone, and gotta have it. Don't let nobody in your house, don't let nobody see what you got in your house, and the best thing to do is let them know that you have a buffer that they can't cross. You gotta let them know that, or let them know you are not that open. You are not open to them coming all the way in your house. Let them know that from the get-go. Once they sense that you got a buffer, the way they react, the way they will come about, engaging you and stuff like that is going to be different. But if you allow them in your home, if you allow them to get in, to do whatever, now that you have done that, they have incentive to go further, because you have shown them that your doors are open. They could come in anytime. And while because whenever you let them in your house, they are scanning, they are looking around, scooping, seeing things that they will want to get from you. That's what they do in your house, within your house. That's what they are doing. They will pretend like they are talking to you. They will pretend like they are listening to you while you are having a conversation. You might be talking to them, having a conversation, a friendly conversation, and while you are doing that, they are scooping around, scanning, looking at things that they might want to have, things that they might like. So that's why I say you need to have your buffer. You need that buffer zone, and let them know that they can't come all the way. You gotta let them know that from the get-go. You got to let them know they can't come all the way. You gotta let them know there's a buffer, there's a limit, that they can only go so far. You gotta let them know that. By doing so, they will be more afraid of trying anything funny, because of the way you will present yourself. You will present yourself as one of those guys who don't take, who don't, you don't play around. Basically that's what you will be, showing them. You need to have that buffer. You need that. Do everything, like whatever you do, have that buffer. Let them know they can't come. They can't come past your buffer. Now, if you are a victim, if your home got broken into, the best people to talk to first is your neighbor. You need to talk to your neighbor. Talk to them. They might know something. They might know something. Talk to your neighbor, because somebody will see somebody walk around your neighborhood. Somebody could have seen somebody walking around your property. Somebody might have seen somebody doing some reconnaissance, mission at your house. Somebody might have seen somebody at your property at various times, just scooping, looking, touching. Somebody might have seen somebody who used to come around your property when you weren't home, and they were over there. They would scooping around, looking at ways to get in. I don't know, but talk to your neighbor, because your neighbor might have seen somebody who was coming to your property. They may have not went in your property, but they used to come around your property. They used to scoop, they used to look, and your neighbor might have seen them come a couple of times doing that. Coming around your property and looking around and all that. So your neighbors might have seen somebody who was doing that, and they might tell you, your X, Y, and Z was here. I saw him scoop around. Go talk to him. Also, your neighbors might have seen the actual break-in. They might have heard somebody. They might have heard some noise. Got out their house, or they were looking by the windows, and they saw the actual break-in. Like they seen it. They saw the people. They seen them in action, and they will tell you it was X, Y, and Z who did it. It doesn't matter if it was at night. They will be able to tell if they've been, like, if they have seen this individual before. They will tell you it was X, Y, and Z. That's the thing here in Africa. People will recognize you in the middle. People would recognize you in the middle of in the middle of darkness. It could be as dark as, I don't know, but if I know you, I know how you walk, I know how you move, I could tell it was this person. So that's the people over here got the skills. If they've seen you before, they will spot you, like they would recognize you at night. They will recognize you at night. So if somebody was doing the break-in at night, and one of your neighbor heard it, and they were looking over the windows, and they saw the thing when it was going down, they will tell you it was X, Y, and Z who did it. Now there's another option. So your neighbor, like I said, the first thing to do is you need to have your buffer. Always have your buffer. Don't let nobody go past your buffer. Second of all, if it already happened, talk to your neighbors. Talk to your neighbors. They might be able to help identify who did it. Talk to your neighbor. The third thing that you need to do, talk to the kids, the youth. Talk to people in the neighborhood who are in our hips and stuff. Like, talk to the teenagers. Talk to those who are between 22 years old to 30. Talk to guys who are between 20 years old, 20 to 22 years old, all the way to 30. Talk to those kids in your neighborhood. They know something. They might have bought bought some of the stuff that was stolen, or they might know somebody who bought the stuff that was stolen. So always, speak to the kids in your neighborhood, those kids that you see all the time and you say hi. Sometimes you talk to, talk to them. They know something, they will help you. Talk to them. Get some of them. Buy them food, buy them some bread, and strike a conversation. They will start to tell you. Even before you strike that conversation, take them to a bodega, buy them some bread, give them bread, let them eat, let them start to eat, and then tell them about what happened, and tell them you want to know who took your stuff. Chances are they will tell you. Chances are they will tell you who took your stuff. So always go to the kids. I'm talking about the teenagers in your neighborhood. Talk to them. They know something. They know somebody. They might have seen, because over here, these thieves are, they are stupid for the most part. They will sell from where they have stolen from. Sometimes they will sell you back your stuff. Because for the most part they are desperate. It's like in the hood, people who break in the hood, they usually sell those things. They sell them back to in the neighborhood. So for the most part, the things that are stolen are sold back into the neighborhood. So for the most part, it's easy to catch whoever broke into your home. So the same way it works in America in the hood is the same way. Same thing happens over here. The guy who broke into your home, for the most part, will be selling your stuff in the neighborhood. So that's why I said, talk to the teens, talk to the teenagers, the 20 to 30 years old. Talk to them. They might have bought some, or they will know somebody who bought some, and they will be like, yeah, I seen X, Y, and Z was selling stuff this morning. I saw X, Y, and Z selling stuff yesterday. They will guide you to whoever took your stuff. So always, that's an option. You could go to the police. But for the most part, they are going to waste your time. They're going to make you spend money. They're going to tell you, basically, they are going to make you spend money for nothing. Because they want to get your money too. So they are going to waste your time. They're going to make you spend money, and at the end of the day, nothing is going to happen. They are not going to help you get your stuff. So I don't never go to no police. If when something happened, like I got things taken when I took people to work for me. I got come on, man. I got chainsaws stolen. I got bikes stolen. I got a lot of other things that was stolen from my project. And I never went to the police. I would go to the police after I caught whoever did it. Like one time, like you saw the guy that got caught, because I put people, because that's what I do. Like over here, when something is stolen from me, I will talk to people in the neighborhood, and people in the neighborhood will tell me it's X, Y, and Z who did it, and I'm like, all right, I want you to get them for me, and when you do, let me know. And 9 times out of 10 they will, 9 times out of 10 they will catch whoever did it and call me up like, yo, we got him, come meet us over here. And that's what I would do. And when I get there, I would be like, all right, you either gonna give me my stuff back, or we are going to the police. So I'm gonna take him from right there to the police. So that's what I do for the most part when my things like are stolen. But that was in the beginning. Like I was unaware of the people over here. I came and I wanted to. I was ready to embrace them. Like I opened up and I was ready. I was like, yo, I'm here with my people and they cool. They love me. They're not gonna think to do anything to me. Little did I know that they love me, but they also love material. And it's unfortunate, but it happened in the beginning. But now, I've learned from the past, and I don't give them, like, I keep my buffer. I don't give them those opportunities. I don't trust them anymore. I won't leave them with my stuff. Like, I'm like, if I take them to work, they're gonna work. When the work is done, I'm taking all my equipment and I'm saving them. Like, I'm locking them up. I'm taking them to my house and I'm locking all my equipment. I don't leave nobody with my equipment anymore. Like, at the beginning, I would leave them with my equipment, knowing that those are my people. I trust them. They're gonna work. They're gonna keep their eye on my material, on my equipment, and do the next task, and so on and so forth. Little did I know that their intention was to run away with my equipment. And when they did that, I will, talk to the people, and I will be like, yo, X, Y, and Z took my stuff, took my equipment, and ran with it. I can't find them. The last time I seen him was like a month ago. It was 2 months. I'm calling his phone. His phone is like dead. He might have like even destroyed the SIM card that was in his phone, and he is using a new SIM card. So help me apprehend him. Let me help me catch him. And that's how everybody would get into the hunting to get the guy. And that's how I got all the people who stole from me. I even got one a couple of weeks prior to the one that you saw, the one that was gonna get the one that was gonna get cooked up. Fortunately, that I went over there and told everybody to let him go. I gave him the opportunity, but he didn't want it. Instead, he was trying to get me. So I'm like, he didn't want our relationship. So he goes his way, I go my way, and that's the end of it. But prior to that incident, there was another guy who got caught, and they called me up, and I went there to the location. When we got there, I took him to the police, and when we got to the police, they told him, yo, go over there, go get the chainsaw, go get everything that you took from this man. They didn't send him. They told him to send somebody, to call somebody who knows where he hid all the stuff that he took from me, and that's what he did. And for the meanwhile, he was locked up. He was locked up until all my things came back, and he gave me all my things, all the things that he took from me. He gave them all back. And I just told him, you could have handed me my stuff on your own. We didn't have to come here, but you have learned a lesson. You lost my trust, you lost my friendship, and also all the things that you took from me, you gave them back. So the lesson here is, you wasted your time. All that time, that was a waste of your time. It was a waste of my time too, but it was more a waste of your time, because you thought you had gotten some things, and you didn't, because I just got all these are all my stuff. You just gave them all back to me. I got him now, and you lost my trust, lost my friendship, and that's that. And and that was it. So, like I said, when your home get broken into, when people come to talk to you about it, people who are random, who you wouldn't even think will talk to you about your property, your things being stolen. When you see those folks, for the most part, they are coming to read your mind, to see your intention, to see what you're going to do, to see if you are going to go the juju route. Because for the most part, most people would go that route. Most people would go see a juju guy and be like, I got my things are stolen, and I want you to hurt whoever stole my stuff. And for the most part, like 9 out of 10, those people always get theirs. Those people always get theirs. A lot of the time, they want you dead. Like, they want you dead. When they go see the juju guy, they be like, yo, here are my receipt. Here are the things that got stolen from me. And the juju guy will get all those receipts, and he would do, I don't know, like the way they told me, like the juju guy would take those receipts, he would make sure that your things were really stolen, and he would be like, what do you want me to do? And whatever you tell him to do, he would curse. He would curse all the things. He would curse on whoever took the things that you presented him were stolen from you, and he would curse them. And whatever curse you want to happen will happen. If you want them dead, they will die. If you want them to go crazy, lose their mind, they will lose their mind. If you want them to get a disease that would never be cured, they would get one that would a disease that would never be cured. And that thing is serious. Like, that thing is for real. And just remember, when people come talking to you after a break-in, they want to get some intel. They want to get some intel. And like I said, the first thing to do is you need to have a buffer. Have a buffer. Don't let nobody go past your buffer. Second things to do after a break-in, talk to your neighbor. They know something. The third thing that you need to do is talk to the kids in the neighborhood. Talk to the kids in the neighborhood. They know something, because whoever robbed you is selling your stuff in the neighborhood. Of course, they are going to sell in some other neighborhood, but for the most part, they will start to sell right there, because they are desperate for them. Like, those people the people who be stealing are desperate. They are desperate for money. They will not go too far to sell your stuff. So chances are 9 out of 10 you are going to find your stuff in your neighborhood, because that's where the action is going to take place. That the people who rob you are from there, or if they not, they are the people. They are the guys who help build your home. People who you allowed in your home. So nobody who doesn't know you would rob from you. People who know you will, and so I mean, that's all I wanted to share. I'm glad that the rival, they were able to get over this. It's still, I know it's hard. It's really hard. This is the second time it had happened to them, and that's a lovely couple. I really love them, and I wish people will stop targeting them, and I hope they will be more careful in the future, and just use whatever you can to prevent people from breaking in into your property. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share, and I hope everybody have a wonderful rest of the day. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna talk to you later. Peace.